welcome back to the vlog. As you can see, I'm out on the bike this morning. It's an absolutely stunning day here in the middle of October, and I've headed to the coast. I've got a 3 hours bike ride on the plan. In this video, I'm going to be explaining exactly how and where I qualified for this year's championships, and also all of the reasons specifically why I'm not currently in the Netherlands racing. So let me take you back 2 weeks ago to one of the UCI gravel qualifying rounds. It happened to be my local round, Cios at Girona, that I actually qualified in. And so I was really excited to race on my home roads, the routes that I train on day in and day out. So I know all of the surfaces and all of the turns. And of course I filmed it.
Promise you anything, I don't know if forever's in the future.
Whatever he's saying.
Hello.
I'm racing age group already.
Age group with you, my friend.
You're gonna be
racing
a minute
elite.
behind us, so you're racing with us as well,
Yeah,
guys.
I
I'm
see.
racing elite today, man.
Oh, you're racing elite?
Swan.
All right, mate. He's on the
Me.
content this morning.
I know.
Shout
I gotta
out.
do something.
Insta 360.
Yeah. Bottles.
Hello. How are you?
It's been a couple of years.
Been a couple of years.
My whistle, baby.
Yeah, I know I'm fully attracted. I'm hanging on like a fridge to a magnet. Just a couple of burning matches. A good time is the best bad habit. I pull a toothpicks and fancy cheeses. Outlaws for all the good reasons. A jigsaw with all the right pieces. You and me, we go good together. You and I go good together. You and I, we go good together. We go so good together. Anywhere we go, we go good together. It's gravitation, and when I see ya, it's like a bone to a golden retriever. Adds up to an easy equation. Me plus you go good together.
I love this song.
Ain't like gotta go level when I'm on a roll with him with the combo down, up, down. Whoa. Front page, center fold, run it back, slow mo. Man, my future looking brighter than a light bulb. I never felt so good. I said I never felt so good. Good, good, good. Turning up the heat till she's hot as a mother. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stomping our feet, yeah, we're bringing the thunder. Oh yeah. Never felt so good. Oh, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, living up every day like my birthday. Superman, me super fly. We can go all day, we can go all night. I said, I never felt so good. I said, I never felt so good. Good, good, good. Turning up the heat till she's hot as a mother. Oh yeah. Stomping our feet, yeah, we're bringing the thunder. Oh yeah. Yeah. Never felt so good. Never felt so good. Never felt so. Never felt so good. Never felt so. Never felt so good.
So as you can see from all of that, absolutely carnage. I really enjoyed the race, despite the fact that afterwards I was in a bit of a mess. It took me an hour of lying around on the ground to recover. I think I got a mixture of heat stroke and exhaustion slash bonk. I was in a bit of a way. So shout out to Ryan Christiansen and Chris Carter for helping me come back round. when I did finally come back round, I started to think about where I had come and whether all of the suffering was worth it, and it was. On the day, I got 15th in the age group, which qualified me for the World Championships, of course. The last 30 minutes, I really struggled, and I lost. I was counting the places that I was losing. I think I lost 4 or 5 places in the last 40 minutes. So obviously really close to that top 10. It would have been nice. Of course, when I talk about qualifying, I'm talking about the age group category. So yeah, obviously really happy to have qualified for the 3rd year in a row. But last year, a very similar course in Belgium also didn't suit me. It's too flat. I really enjoy the more hillier circuits. It definitely suits me a lot better. And I can't compete with these really powerful boys that tend to come from the Nordic countries and Belgium and Netherlands. Those guys will typically be really strong and have a huge engine, but might not necessarily have the technical skills needed for when it gets rough. The course 2 years ago, which was in Italy, was really fantastic. It was very hilly, there was a lot more technical bits. The course this year is a bit rolly, but a lot of it is very flat, which means that we're going to see the riders using pretty big chain rings. Of course, the last few days I've seen all of my friends and a lot of people I follow on social media heading over to the Netherlands. And yeah, for sure, there's a small part of me that thinks maybe I should have done it. But ultimately, I know the reasons why I didn't take part. And another reason why I'm not taking part is exactly the same as last year. My age category, 19 to 34, in the men, has over 600 entries. What happened is you start running into issues when you have that many hundreds of people lining up. There's no start boxes, which means it's utter chaos. People were waking up at God knows what time in the morning and lining up on the start line 5 hours before the race start.
Right boys, let's go. We're here, Gravel World Champs. We're firmly at the back of the pack. That's the update right now. There's 578 people in front of us. And me and Lawrence are
We're right at the back.
579 and 580.
There's like a couple of people here, there's toilets back there, and then look. I mean, it's just a sea of people, isn't it? 550 people, what the...
Fast forward to us being in an ambulance now.
And when it came time to finally blow the whistle, I waited for almost a full minute before we got going. Obviously far from the most ideal start, and already you're just straight on the back foot. The thing is about the World Championships as well is everyone knows it's the biggest race of the year for a lot of people. So people are not afraid to get their elbows out. Some races you go to, and a lot of them just aren't really willing to take the risk. The World Championships is different. Of course, it's a huge honour to represent your country and put on, in my case, a Great Britain white skin suit. Even if it is in the amateur categories.
We're getting the skin suit on. Black socks or white socks?
White socks are faster.
The black socks are packet fresh though.
So it is really special doing that, but there'll be more opportunities. And I'm eyeing up next year's race, which happens to be in Australia, in Perth. And I've heard from many reliable sources that this race is going to be much more better suited to myself. So in terms of the field this year, at least in the pro field, there's some absolute hitters as to be expected. For Great Britain, of course, Tom Pidcock will be doing it. And of course, just to make it that little bit harder for him, the day before he's racing the final monument of the season down in Italy before making it up to the Netherlands for the Gravel World Championships on the Sunday. I guess a good warm-up, right? So yeah, just got back from the loop, the coastal loop, and my goodness, my legs are in pieces. Now I'm back, I thought I'd talk briefly about the course of the Gravel World Championships this year. So it starts in the Dutch region of Limburg, and it starts in the small town of Beek. The women's race takes place on the Saturday, which is today. I've just spent the last 2 hours watching it. It's 121 kilometers in distance and 1,200 meters of climbing, which equates to 2.5 laps of the circuit. It was an absolutely fantastic race with lots of breakaways, and we really weren't sure who was going to win right until the finale, so it made it really, really exciting. The men's race is tomorrow, so on the Sunday, and it is a distance of 181 kilometers and a climbing elevation of 1,650 meters, and it takes on 3.5 laps of the course. When it comes to the start sheet, at least in the elite race, the names are absolutely world class. Of course, we've got Matej Mohoric and also Gianni Vermeersch, both former world champions, taken to the start, but also we have names such as Matthew Van der Poel, Romain Bardet and Greg Van Avermaet. Anyway, enough about the World Championships. In 2 weeks today, I get stuck into some more racing myself with the Gravel Burn, a 7-day gravel stage race taking place in South Africa, which is going to be absolutely incredible, and it's something that I've been working towards for the last couple of months. Also at that race is Tom Pidcock and a whole list of other incredible talent. So if you want to hear more about what that race will consist of, watch my last video, which is currently, after just 2 days, sat on about 14,000 views, which is amazing, and the comments have been really, really fantastic. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I do read all the comments. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you very, very soon.